Hey everyone, this is Spicer McLeroy and welcome to my channel. For those returning, what's up? In this video, I will be critiquing a student who has been with me for 5 weeks with little to no experience in sculpting, anatomy, or ZBrush. I am very proud of these students and their continuing progression. I find that these videos allow me to give them a detailed critique and also show them how to fix it. They get to look back at these videos as much as they need to, and it really helps them learn faster. Make sure to follow and subscribe to my other channels linked below to see my artwork, time lapses, announcements of when I'll be streaming, and any future courses that I'll be opening up for enrollment. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, and I hope this video helps. Let's get into it. All right, David, you are next. Alrighty. So, David. Let's take a look. Okay, so the tallest and widest part of the head is the back third. Okay. And your cranium's still a bit too long. Your neck needs to be brought out more. Okay. Needs to be brought down a bit more. Right. I like how you're marking all this in. It just has a very tube-like nature to it. And don't forget about the pit of your neck. Right there. Okay. And then make sure you have a separation here. But this just turns into your tricep. There's still a definitive direction that it's going, but it flows into each other for sure. Okay, and then back here, you just want to ensure that you don't have that super blocky back of the head going on. And try not to. You don't need more resolution. All right, so don't subdivide it or do any of that stuff. Keep it at 128. You should be able to capture the character with this much resolution. Okay. Okay, so we've kind of got the skull back into shape. Again, the widest part is the back third. We can just push that angle back in, smooth it out. Now we've got what we're looking for. You can see that your temple is wider than your cheek, which we don't want. Okay. And next is the zygomatic, right there, okay, very close to the temple. Your temple's a little, let's fix this orbital socket. Do anything. Okay. Fill that. A little separation here. I have the infraorbital furrow. And yeah, that's fine. Not too far back. Make sure this is all equal distance around. I'm just gonna smooth that out, redynamesh it. Because I'm gonna dig around, fill that up. That out. We can have a canthal tendon, boom, 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 canthal tendon, boom, boom, boom. Have the infraorbital furrow meet up with it. Have that just go straight back and into the masseter. This is too soft here. Need to have a little bit more of an angle. Bring that, and he has no chin, so we want to fix that. He has no orbicularis oris, so we need to put that muscle in. Knock that back so that we can have a chin. separate from the lips. Okay. And a little bit more fullness here, so um, doesn't look old. Okay. And we can dig that around. Nasolabial down, going around the modialis. And get some buccal fat in there. We can have some jaw fat. Well, some of this masseter action. And next we probably need to fix this, because we don't want to have a habit of having that type of ledge on the orbit of the eye. Next, we can separate the forehead from the brow. Labella leads, superciliary arches, and really knock that zygomatic in. And get that going. Go. Okay, and to make it a little bit more masculine, we can either shorten this ear, and we can also kind of square off this jaw a bit, and we can bring it back as well. It's a little jokerish in how far it extrudes. Just kind of wanted to drive that point home. Move that out, and I would start fixing those issues for you. But you are doing well, David, so keep it going. Seem to have a knack for this thing. So excited to see where you're going with it all. And then I can take credit for it. A little bit of a separation here. Bring that nose in. Probably not that much, but somewhat, and we can fill it in. Okay. Alrighty. So let me get the separation of the front of the zygomatic a little bit more. Right, but I'm not losing my infraorbital furrow. And malar fat, that forward and around. And some of that, some of that, some of this, some of here. Okay. Let's make sure the ear is splitting. Is okay. But I think it's pretty good. Let's make sure he doesn't look too old. And let's fix this mouth a bit. It's coming to a point too much here at the bottom lip. So fix that. And the furthest it's going to stick out is right around here. And we can put in the Cupid's bow. Right there. Fill up those lips. So again, doesn't seem old. Remember, because the older we get, the fat that we have behind our lips gets less and less over time. So we want to have some fullness there, but we don't want to have duck lips, right? The duck lips is like how much this is going in and then it comes back out, right? But the fullness of the lips is just, how thick they are, and we don't want to give the impression that they're rolling back into the mouth, right? Because then it's going to start looking like Willem Dafoe. And I mean, if you're sculpting Willem Dafoe, then obviously that's something you want. But the Silver Surfer, highly heroic character, heroic looking character. Um, and let's make sure this nose kind of set, kind of a little wobbly, like Eminem's nose. Where do you start sculpting a nose and then it just looks like another actor's nose, and hard to get rid of it. Okay, just bring this a little bit more forward. It's just too pointy still for me. And make sure these nostrils, remember the septum right here is going to lead the face. I think that's good. That's good improvement. It looks like he's pursing his lips. Again. And we can probably fix that with just setting it back a bit. Oops. And let's fill that in. And legendary animations. Good evening. Good evening. Right, so filling this in. And all right, so that should be good enough for critique. Did I duplicate it? All right, so duplicate it. So that's that. And let's go back to here and turn that off. Okay. And then we can get this here, that there, put that there. Okay. So kind of pushed all this back, right? So it falls in line with the zygomatic. Um, the also put in the orbicularis oris around the mouth. You are hinting at everything. It's just you need a little bit more refinement, and just watch that your neck doesn't swoop in like this. Even females, it doesn't swoop in that way. And I would say around the eye area, probably the front of the eye, of the orbit is where your neck needs to start influencing the throat and all that, because it shouldn't be coming out. Especially for a male character, you definitely want to have that Adam's apple. Your neck is a bit curved. See how that's going? We need to have it a little bit more straight. And then just work on your skull construction and make sure you have a separation of the frontal bone from the brow, and that your see the difference in the orbit here, right? You have this plane up here. You can see the highlight. And mine, it's again, a lot of refinement could be made, but I just knocked it in, but stuck with it, right? Just stick with it, and it'll serve you well. Okay. The lips were pretty decent. They just needed to have a bit of a refinement here in terms of it coming, as farther away from the mouth, and um, you achieve that by digging in the chin here, right? So, and then the jawline is a bit more masculine. Yours is a bit feminine due to its steep decline into the chin. Right, we do want to decline into the chin, but not so much. Okay, and then just refine the zygomatic. And again, lots could be refined on it. We definitely put it back into place. Okay, so let's see who is next.